Good afternoon. Good afternoon on this thankful, thoughtful Thursday. Welcome again to Live It Out Inc. Thursday night. And this Thursday is again Relationship Thursday. All month we have been talking about relationships. Tonight we're doing relationships on friendships, toxic friendships. This is gonna be good. I'm solo tonight. I'm by myself, so I want you guys to engage with me in the chat. We're going to have a conversation. We're going to talk about these toxic friendships and how to know if you're in a toxic friendship and things you need to do to get out of that toxic friendship. So, again, everyone, welcome to Live It Out Inc. Thursdays night, Relationship Thursday, Toxic Friendships. So click like, share, tag somebody. Everybody come on in, come on in. We're going to have an awesome time tonight. But before we get started, we have to do our mental health check-in. Remember, we're still on this wellness journey, and we're going to get back on it next month. Remember, you had to identify your it. Bridget, T, hey guys, I'm glad you on. I need you guys tonight. You had to identify your it, and we did our wellness plan, and we're going to get right back on it. So, but before we start with toxic friendship, let's do our mental health check-in. On a scale from 1 to 10, ask yourself, how am I feeling today mentally and physically? So just put it in the chat. If you're feeling like a 5, if you're feeling like you just 10, hey, I'm on it. I'm good. If you got a 3, just tell us how you feel today mentally and physically. We're doing our mental health check-in. Lily, hey, boo. So, again, our first mental health check-in is how am I feeling today? T on a 5, so you about, I'm okay. Okay, Janan, oh, girl. All right, let's go. We at an 8. Jessica at a 6. Yes, Bridget at an 8. That's what I'm talking about. That means we are improving, guys. We are improving. See, we got to talk, boo. We got to get up on that 5. Lily at a 7. Oh, Adrian. Call me, boo. Call me. Call me on the side. Rucker at a 6. All right, guys. Yes, we're gonna get there. We're gonna heal together. Remember, we're gonna heal together. Second question. What was taking up most of your headspace today? What were you thinking about most today that you just couldn't shake? That it was constantly on your mind? Like, was it your health, or was it your financial situation? Was it your relationship? Mary's at a 7. Good job. What took up most of your space today? Was it the job? Okay, somebody said school and work. Okay, because remember, we're not gonna we're not gonna stress about things that we can't control. So remember that as part of our mental wellness journey, we're not gonna stress about things we can't control. Your health. Janan, I'm right there with you, man. You struggle with the same thing. Your spouse, your husband health, Rucker. Okay, yes, that's a lot. That's a lot. All right, ask yourself this question right here. So, because we want to move on, we want to move on. When did you eat your last whole meal? Remember, healthy eating is part of your mental health. My health and my finances. Okay, so these are things that we're going to dive into, and we're going to get experts on here to help us with this. So we need to know what the needs are. When did I last eat a whole meal? I can't even remember. So I can't even answer that question. So just type in when you ate about 1:30. Jessica had a whole meal, means you had your meat, your fruit, your vegetable, your juice, your water yesterday. Bridget is eating now. Kenya had one yesterday. Adrian, Monday. Okay. Okay. We're going to have to do, some of you guys, we're going to have to do a little better in taking care of ourselves, eating wise, the healthy way. All right. Ask yourself, were you tired today? Were you tired? Were you drained? Did you feel exhausted? When you got home today, were you like, oh, I'm so tired. I'm exhausted. I just need a minute. So how tired were you? Let's do this on a scale from 1 to 10. How tired were you today when you got home to your home? How tired were you? Chicken wings and fries is not a whole meal. You need your vegetables, your fruit, and your meat. No, chicken wings and fries is not a whole healthy meal. It's a meal, but it's not a whole healthy meal. Okay, so everybody was, oh, okay, T, extremely tired. And a lot of time that can have something to do with how we eat, what we're eating, and we got to get more active. We got to get physically more active. Last one. What did I engage in today that brought me joy? So, what did I engage in today that brought me joy? What did you do today that made you absolutely happy? Lily at a 6. Okay. So, what did you do today that made you absolutely, that just brought you joy? You did it for you. So take a second and put that in. So those are your 5 mental health questions that you need to ask yourself. Got my hair done. Boom. I love it. When the shampoo girl washes my hair, I feel like I'm in heaven. Oh my goodness. I go for the shampoo girl. Um, what I did today is hmm, I haven't. I can't even think of nothing. Well, Live It Out Ink. I love doing Live It Out Ink. This makes me happy. It makes me happy to help people, to see my sisters and stuff growing mentally. So this what I'm doing now. It makes me happy. Okay, singing worship songs, spending time with the Lord. That's an absolutely plus every day. I got my nails done. Yeah, it's just something about pampering yourself that brings you joy because you deserve it. You deserve that joy, that peace, getting your hair done, getting cute. We like to look cute. Don't y'all go down without a fight because we getting older. Don't go down. Don't let yourself go. Stay cute. Stay keep it together. So now we're gonna get back into this toxic friendship. But remember, those are your 5 mental health check-in questions every day. Ask yourself, how am I feeling today? What's taking up most of my headspace? Am I tired? Did I eat a good meal today? And what did I do today to make me happy? So ask yourself that and keep your mental health in check. Okay, so we're on this toxic friendship, and I'm gonna take you guys down memory lane with me through with my friends. And I hope some of them get on here. Now, what is a friend? When we talk about a friend, we always say, well, when we're younger, we want friends. The need for friendship is more intense because we need that socialization. As humans, we need to socialize. We want to hang out with our friends. Um, so when we're younger, you got your girls. Then my girl, that's my girl, that's my girl, that's my dude, that's my best friend, my BFF, best friend forever, my homie, my whatever y'all we be calling each other. But anyway, a friend, went back to the dictionary. Now, a friend is a person whom one knows and with whom one has a bond of mutual affection. My partner, them, yeah, mutual affection, typically exclusive of sex or family relations. So a friend is not your family member and is not somebody you're having sex with. So that's not a friend. So not, and I know a lot of older people, married couples say, my husband is my best friend. So we're going to talk about before you met your husband. So if your husband is your best friend, that means you have conquered the friendship stage. So, and the friendship word, the word is almost obsolete. People don't, I mean, well, y'all use it randomly. I hear it on Instagram, friend. Hey, friend. Hey, friend. I hear that, but I don't know, what that is. So, y'all help me out. Now, this is what I want to ask you guys. Do you remember your childhood best friend? Do you remember your childhood best friend name? The name of your childhood friend? So, yep, folks, them my folks. What's up, folks? Y'all funny. If you remember the name of your childhood friend, just type it in. Now, I'm going to take you back when I was in middle school. Middle school. So, in middle school, I lived on 445 Cleveland Avenue. 445 Cleveland Avenue. That's my neighborhood. That's where I lived. Those were my coming of age days. Teenager getting ready to be a teenager getting ready to be a teenager. Okay, so I had this one best friend. It was not the ghetto. 445 is not, y'all better tell her, y'all better let Duck know 445 was not the ghetto. It was the hood, but it was not the ghetto. We lived across the street from the golf course. However, on the other side of the golf course was the projects Jonesboro South. Me and my friends, I had these friends. I don't want to call their name because it may be a conflict of interest. So I'm not going to call anybody's name. But for some reason, whatever reason, when we went to Jonesboro South to see the little boys, me and my friends, we got into a couple of altercations. So who got that fight friend? That friend that gonna ride or die just, when it come, she ready to fight, she ready to throw down, she ready to turn up, get lit, get crunk, whatever. However, I wasn't. So me and my friends from 445, well, a couple of them, not all of them, it was like 3 of us. We had went over to Jonesboro South. And if you know me, then you know this story. For some reason, this girl wanted to fight me so bad. Now, after all of this was over, the reason why she wanted to fight me because she said me and my friend was on a martyr bus laughing and talking about her. So I got jumped on, beat up, almost murdered because of something somebody else did, and I was just laughing because I really wasn't talking about nobody. I wasn't talking about that girl. But anyway, what happened was we was walking through the neighborhood in Jonesboro South, and this is actually how I met Duck's daddy. Quick story, true story. I'm gonna go real fast because I don't want to hold y'all up. So anyway, we was walking through the apartments. The girl came through, and y'all know her. Okay. Anyway, she came through the pathway from Tullwater Park to Jonesboro South, and the girl slapped me several times. I'm shocked. I'm stunned because I don't understand why this girl slapping me. So I'm telling myself in Jesus, if she slapped me one more time, Lord, I'm going to hit her back. So she slapped me again till I literally, how them cartoons see stars? I literally saw stars like twirling around my head. And your brain have this fight or flight thing. So my brain said, fight back, nut, fight back, hit, do something. So I started fighting back, but it was too many of them. I can't make this up. I'm telling y'all, the God heaven is true. If I could call names, I would, but I don't want nobody to be mad with me. So I'm getting jumped on, atrociously jumped on, badly jumped on. I was losing. I ain't ashamed to say it. I was losing the fight. I lost the fight. But this one friend of mine, and I'm not saying that the other 2 ran. No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying they probably couldn't get to me. But I'm saying that one friend, and her name is Marche, may God bless her soul because she's no longer with us. But this one friend, Marche, she came back and she saw them girls that were joined. Them girls would hit me with punches. I don't know. It felt like Bruce Lee, Jet Li, Jackie Chan, and all of them were jumping on me at the same time. So she came back. And when she came back to help me fight, it took half of them off of me on her. So she came back to help me. And to this day, oh my goodness, to this day, I am eternally grateful because I didn't see my way out. But how I met Duck's dad is he was on his bicycle. And I guess he just started feeling sorry for me. So he rolled his little bicycle up and he kind of scooped me up out the crowd. And my cousin, who I didn't know was my cousin at the time, grabbed my friend and they took us out of the apartments to the golf course. That's how we got out of there. So if it hadn't been for Alfred Jones, shout out, Boot Man, I appreciate you, bro. Appreciate it. That's how I got out. So that childhood friend of mine, Marche, that girl came back and helped me lose to them other girls because we lost. We took that as a loss. Now, we going back home. I want my mama so bad. I'm just crying for my mama. I don't want to see that. I don't even want to go outside. So halfway through the golf course, halfway home, here come my other friends. They weren't there. Don't laugh, y'all. This is true. Don't laugh at me. My other friend come. Now, Tracy, I wish Tracy was on here tonight because she can attest to this. Tracy come running over to the golf course. No, we finna go back. We finna go back. They ain't getting ready to do you like that. I just got home. We finna go back over there. No, we not. No. I want my mama. I need you to understand. I just want to be by my mama. I don't want to go. I don't want to fight no more. I didn't want to fight. So these, just to make a long story short, those childhood friends, you begin to grow bond or build bonds with them childhood friends, but you drift off. Now we all in our own lives, everybody doing their own thing. But whenever we get together, it's like the love is always there. Like the love is just there automatically. It's like we don't miss a beat whenever we see each other. So that's my childhood, adolescent, going into teenage phase friends. So, and I needed them friends because we did a lot of fighting. We did a lot of fighting back in the day. We were just fighting. Now, when I got to high school, didn't have that many friends. Hey, Baker. When I got to high school, didn't have that many friends. Number one, I was a teenage mom. I was a teen mom. I had Duck on my 15th birthday. So I didn't have a lot of friends. And then at that time, when I was pregnant, back in that time, it wasn't cool. It ain't cool now to be a teenage mom, but it definitely was frowned upon. You know, it wasn't a bunch of services out there. It wasn't a bunch of people trying to motivate you. Everybody was telling you, oh, she gonna drop out of school, or she ain't gonna never become nothing. She ain't gonna do nothing. So she ain't gonna make nothing of herself. She ain't gonna even graduate. So those are what the things that I was hearing from my classmates, from people that was walking the hall with me. But something on the inside of me, and plus Miss Odessa was like, you gonna go to school if that baby drop up in that hallway. You'll be there. So I finished school and all that. But in my high school years, I had two friends, Coop, Carolee, and Toya. However, one of them is the friend that she only wanted to be around me because I was so cool, and it was easy for me to attract guys because I was cool. I wasn't never scared to hold a conversation, wasn't never scared to talk, wasn't never to just kick it. You know, I could kick it with anybody. So I think she would, and I used to have to compete with her all the time. So that friend that I had to compete with, and it was funny. It was funny at the time because it was like, let's see who get the most numbers. You know, who gonna get the most numbers today at the football game? This one we were going to the football game at Lakewood and at Cheney Stadium and at Grady Stadium when that was the thing to do on Friday and Saturday night. So at all the football game, but then it started like I was always in competition with her. I didn't understand why. I'm like, I got a baby. You don't. You live in a house. I live in an apartment. You have your mom and your dad. It's just me and my mom. So I didn't understand what the competition was about. But as I've gotten older, I've learned that that is somewhat of a toxic friend that you got to constantly be in competition with, because you should not be in competition with your friends. So the older we get, when we start to get older, then our need for friends start to kind of decrease. So y'all agree with me? I mean, let me know if you agree with me. If our need for friends start to decrease the older you get, you don't feel the need to have to hang around somebody all the time. You don't feel the need to have to be in the mix with somebody all the time. Oh, let's talk about the clubbing friends. Your friends you go to the club with. So is any clubbers on the feed? Do I have any people that used to club? Not now, because I know all y'all saints and y'all on the Ursha board and in the choir. I'm talking about back in the day. When now I used to be a clubber, yeah. So it was always that one friend that used to hold everybody coat. Used to hold everybody coat, hold everybody purse, and watch their drinks. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. You're not gonna make me that friend, boo. I'm not gonna sit here and hold your coat and watch your drink and stuff and hold your purse and watch your old nightlight. Yeah, call them out. Silver Fox days, all of that. You always had that one friend that wouldn't drink. You had that one friend that was if you were smart, then you had that designated driver. You had somebody that was gonna drive and make sure everybody got home. But then you had that little friend that wasn't nobody gonna really try to talk to, and just hold my coat, girl. I'll be right back. Watch my drink. Don't let that happen to my drink. Just imagine how you made that girl feel, or how that person felt. Left post dog, sweet top, but what been close? You been But then you start to outgrow. Like when I was coming out the club, it was like the music had got too loud. The music was too loud. And I didn't want to go to the club no more. But I was going because my friends were asking me. Nah, I am old enough to know about Cheney Stadium. Yes, over there in Mechanicsville. But I was the music was just it was like, oh my goodness, is the music, is it me or is the music too loud? That's how I knew I was tired of being in the club. But I was always going to the club because that's what my friends wanted to do. I'm an adult at this time. So I had the option to say no. But for some reason, I always like when they said, girl, let's go to the club. Yeah, I'm going, let's go to the club. Someone would use me for the car. I know they just wanted me to drive because they needed a ride. Um, but I would be sitting in that club and I didn't want to be there. I didn't want to be there. And I'm like, I know they see the look on my face that's saying I don't want to be here. Everything about me saying that I don't want to be here. But I went anyway. So you got friends that are going to use you for whatever reason or be around you for whatever reason because you were the party girl or you was the party person. But when you start to outgrow them and they don't understand, it kind of puts a strain on the friendship. Now, how many of you have outgrown friends and they don't even realize that, okay, we cool, but we don't have nothing else. We don't have nothing in common no more. So if you outgrown a friend, so at what point did you realize that you had outgrown that friend? And we got all kind of friends. We got work friends. We got friends at work that we so cool with. We can confide in. Um, who was selling food on the outside of the club? Why were you doing that? Okay. You went to the Waffle House. You ain't sell food outside the club. Oh my goodness. So like I was saying, these toxic friends that don't know you. Remember, a friendship is somebody that has mutual affection, the both of y'all. So you should know your friends. Your friends should know you. And your friends should respect you enough to know that, hey, that's my girl. I know you don't go to the club. I know you don't do this no more, but I'm just extending the invitation just in case. Don't say I didn't tell you. And I got friends like that. And I can talk about friends all day. You have that friend that wants to see you do good. Don't mean you no harm, but they don't want to see you do better than them. That's a toxic friend. The friend wants to see you do good. I mean, they'll congratulate you, they'll support you, they'll do all this kind of stuff. But the moment they think you're doing better than them, here they come with some negativity. And that's another thing. A friend that is always negative is a toxic friend. If every time you're talking to this person, this friend on the phone, and you can call them and say, girl, I just called to see about how your day was, what's going on with you, how was work today? And they got a whole list of everything that went wrong, a whole list of everything that went wrong, how bad their day was, how jacked up their day was, how the kids did this and the husband did this or the boyfriend not doing this, and I don't think this, and then they got something negative to say about you. Oh, well, you do too much. You shouldn't be doing this. Why you be doing all that? It's not gonna work for you. Why would you do that? Why would you invest your money in this and you really ain't got it? Those are toxic friends. You want friends to hold you accountable, but you don't want friends to speak negativity into your life. Those are toxic friends. Another friend is that one that always, always got something to say, always has something to say. How many got them friends that always got something to say? It don't matter what the situation is, what the conversation is, they have something to say. They monopolize the conversation when you get on the phone. But as soon as you get ready to tell your part or you ready to talk about something, oh girl, let me call you right back. I got to go. I got to go. That's a toxic friend. That's a sign that your friendship is toxic. And then when you no longer trust them, when you got one eye cocked at them, when you looking at them and you watching how they move, when your friends start to move different and it feels different, that's a toxic friendship. And when you don't like yourself when you're around them. Now, I'm guilty of this. I can be good. I can be going to church, be trying to do the right thing, all of that. But then when I get with certain friends, oh yeah, I'm about to turn up. Hey, I'm about to turn it up. Drinking, cussing, gossiping, all of that. Not now. This was back, but not now. But I saw myself being different around certain people. So these people had too much influence on me. So when I realized that, I said, "Hey, no, wait a minute. This ain't. I can't let them control what I do because I don't even like feeling like this. I don't even like doing these things no more. I get with this person and just act a plum fool. Why? Why is that? Because I don't like my behavior. I don't like myself around this person. That's a sign. That's a toxic friendship. And then when you're embarrassed by their behavior, you ever been at a restaurant or been out with one of your friends, your girls, and they just cutting up? They either too loud or they acting like they don't know how to order. They don't know what to do. They acting like they just new to this, and it's horrible. And you're embarrassed. You're like, why you acting like that? We've been here 1,000 times. Why you acting like that? If you don't like the food, you ain't got to cuss out the whole restaurant. Let's call the waiter to the table or the cook and let them know that it's something going on with your food. You don't have to do that. Don't want to tip, talking all that. I don't like that. That really embarrasses me. When you're at a restaurant with friends, I ain't tipping her because she ain't such. I'm like, people have feelings. Just because you are right now don't mean it won't be you. So when people doing stuff like that start to embarrass you, that's toxic. Another thing you have to ask yourself, do you have bad taste in friends? Hmm. That's a good question. Do you think you have bad taste in friends? And y'all give me some feedback about some of y'all friendships. When did you realize that your friendship was toxic? And I'll share another story with y'all. And I like what you said, Kenya. Those one-sided friendships don't work. It don't. It has to be mutual. It really has to be mutual. And you have to be honest with your friend. Communication. And any relationship, communication is the key. Even with your friend, with your best friend. And I can speak, man, this girl was friends forever, like for a long time, to the point that our kids kind of grew up together. And y'all let me know if I'm wrong. Because if I'm wrong, I stand to be corrected. And I will go and probably not. But let me know if I'm wrong. And I'll fix it. Now, I had a friend, and like I said, I don't call names. We were so cool. And just to show you how deep this friendship was, and God moves in mysterious ways. It was one time I was struggling. Oh God, I was struggling. I ain't scared to admit I didn't know how I was gonna feed my children that day. I ain't had no food in my house. I didn't have no money in my pocket. What I had was that nursery bus from Magnificent Daycare that I used to pick kids up. So I could get around, but I had no money. And out the blue, his friend called me. She said, "What you doing?" I said, and actually I was sitting on a bus praying and I was crying because I did not want to take my children in that house and couldn't feed them. If you ever been in that situation, you'll know that's the most hurtful feeling that you could ever feel. If you ever been to that point, and I never did drugs, I never did alcohol, I'm not a gambler, I'm not nothing. It was just time was hard for me. I had more bills than money, and it ran out. So I don't have no excuse for like, well, she was on drugs, she was doing this, or no, none of that. But at that point, I was so hurt and I was crying. I was like, Lord, what do I do? How do I take my kids off this bus and can't feed them? So I got a phone call and she said, "What you doing?" I said, "Nothing, about to go in the house. You know me, strong black woman, about to go in the house." She said, "Well, can you come and take me to the store right quick before you go in the house?" I was like, "Cool, all right." It just gave me more time to think about what I was gonna do. So I'm trying to think about what I was gonna do. So I went and took this friend to the store. She said, "You're not gonna get out." I said, "No, go ahead, take your time. I'm just gonna sit out here." She said, "No." Really, kid, it did. It used to be everywhere. She said, "No, come on in and get you $60 worth of groceries." God moved just like that. Just like that. This how, me and her, we were cool like that. We were cool like that. When they broke in my house, she came and stayed with me for a minute, just so I feel better. So we were like that. But then on down the line, come to find out that she crossed me. And just like with man, it be the woman. With her, it was a dude. But the dude who it was somebody that was real close to me. And I wasn't even so much upset with her. I was, but it was him that I felt like violated the code. Not so much as her, but I felt like he violated the code. So y'all tell me, should I be feel some type of way with her? And I know, of course, both of them, but should that pressure been on her or should it been on him? Because I went at him full throttle, and we cool today. So while y'all thinking about that part of my life, like my life is an open book. Um, I didn't see the friendship as toxic. It just wasn't what I thought it was. Because I'm always in the back of my mind, we supposed to be bigger than that. You broke the girl code. We supposed to be bigger than that. So, I've had all type of people in my life, all type of friends. Um, but you got to know the signs of if you're in a toxic friendship, just like you know the signs if you're in a toxic relationship. If you find yourself competing with your friend or that friend best friends, that's toxic because you don't have to compete for friendship. You don't have to compete for that. You bring enough to the table. You do what you do. You don't have to compete for anybody's friendship. It's their loss. You have to tell you it's their loss. Yeah, I need somebody I can talk to. And I do. TT. I did. I forgave. I'm done. I'm over it. I'm cool with it. But I know some of them friendships have been tested through the water. And when it comes to friends and lovers, it's real tricky. It's a thin line. Cause if you got a friend and her boyfriend and oh, it's too much. I can't really go into it. I wish we was just in a room together so I could just tell y'all everything. But I got to keep it professional. Y'all know me. Okay. So anyway, I did forgive both of them, but I did feel some type of way when I first found out. I did feel some type of way when I first found out, but I'm good now. Don't worry about it. I'm good. I'm cool. But those toxic relationships, like I said, if you're competing with the friendship, if that person makes you feel a certain type of way, and you know when you're around them certain friends, if you feel that type of way, if there's an imbalance in y'all talk time, if it's always about them, but then when it's time for you to talk, and then they want to hop off the phone, why I got to listen to you all the time, but you don't never want to listen to me? Why do I have to support you, but you can't come through for me? They want you to be right there, front and center, everything they do. But as soon as you let them know you're doing something, they find a million reasons why they couldn't make it. They find a million reasons why they can't support you. Okay. Another thing is you don't trust them. That's a sign it's being toxic. And you don't like yourself around them and you're embarrassed by their behavior. And if you're giving more than what you're getting, that's that one-sided friendship that you don't want to be a part of. If you giving to the friendship, but you're not getting anything for it, you guys supposed to pour into each other. It's supposed to be a mutual respect for friends. So, and I know like right now, okay, in the feed, tell me how many close friends do you have at this point in your life? Besides your husband, because I'm on relationship Thursday, like we said, my husband, my best friend. So besides your husband or your spouse, how many close friends do you really have? Really live it out. Well, I can believe that. Remember, Duck didn't have no friends to help her the last time. None, none. I'm not by myself. None, y'all. You're not by yourself tonight. None. Janine got 3. Okay, there's hope. Jazz got 4. Hey, Jazz. Rucker 2. Okay, okay. So now we're at this point in life where we're keeping our circle small. Um, with me, I would say I have 2. Lady D has 1. Okay. Hey, Sharon. Reverend Jennings, I want you on the show, Reverend Jennings. I'm gonna call you. I am going to call you. I would love to have you on the show on our show. Yeah, I'm still working that thing out, but if I had to count them, I would say 2 at the most. two at the most. I see true friends, like true friends. You don't even have to talk to them people every day. You don't have to talk to them every day. You just know that they're going to be there. I have a friend that I can call right now and I'll be like, look, sis, I need you. She be like, what's up? Run it. Just like that. And I can probably not talk to her for 3 months and can call her just like that. So if the friendship is real, if it's authentic, then that person is going to be there. So y'all get out of those toxic friendships, get out of those toxic relationships. Whatever ship that is toxic, you need to abandon that ship. And I saw that somewhere on the Instagram post. Abandon those toxic ships. Get off on them because you deserve better. You deserve better. You have to surround yourself by people that you want to be like, or people that you want to be, or want to be like you. You know, if you're trying to own your own business and you got a friend that's still, they like, hey, I'm cool where I'm working. I'm all right. I'm all right. Go on, girl. Let me know when you know. No. If your whole circle is not trying to go to the next level, then you're gonna have to leave them where they are. If they can't grow with you, then they can't go with you. You're gonna have to leave them right there where they are. And don't be afraid to drop some friends off along the way because they're not your destiny. That's right, man. Over. You're gonna have to drop some friends off along the way. Your mental health. Do not let these friends and these friendships stress you out, get you out of your comfort zone, get you out of your peace, mess with your mental stability because you have to keep yourself well rounded. That means physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, financially. So you have to keep yourself well rounded, and being in these toxic friendships does not work. And at the end of the day, Reverend Jennings, what a friend we have in Jesus. That's your true friend. You know what, guys? It has been awesome. I have really enjoyed you guys with your feedback in the feed tonight. We're going to keep going. We got one more Thursday. Next Thursday, y'all tune back in next Thursday on Relationship Thursday. And if you can remember the quote or what the quote was about, uh, Monday just passed, type it in. I got a prize for you. If you could just remember what our Monday, live it out Monday's mental health motivation. Thank you, Reverend Jennings. You're such a sweetheart. If you can remember Live It Out Inc. Monday's mental health motivation. Doug said, ain't nobody gonna remember that long quote, but if you can remember something from the quote, just let me know. Just type it in before we leave. But you guys have been awesome. I have really enjoyed you. We're going to keep growing. We're going to keep getting the word out into the community about mental health and wellness. Want to see our people do good when it comes to mental health, be treated right when it comes to mental health. And the quick info what I found out. There's a new number. We talked about this a long time ago. There was a new number that you could call when it's a mental health issue instead of calling 911. All right, Kenya got it. I am enough. Yes. Instead of calling 911, you can call 311. Let me get some more information out on that, and I'll let you guys know, because we got to get the word out. We can no longer let mental health be a stigma in our community. We got to get the word out. We got to get people educated. We got to get people taken care of, and we got to get them the resources they need, because everybody deserves a chance to live a healthy lifestyle, to live healthy, to be healthy, to enjoy life. So everybody throw your L's up for Live It Out Inc. Can you just have to text me? I think you have my number. Text me your Cash App. Text me your Cash App, Kenya, and I just have a small token. Look at my face. It's a small token. Yeah, it might be a little bit of gas money. Maybe lunch at Chick-fil-A. So throw your L's up, everyone. I'm sorry. We're getting ready to go. I love you guys. Keep tuning in. We have something special planned every week. We're going to have fun. We're going to be educated. We're on this mental health wellness journey. And I hope you guys are still working on your it. What it is that was holding you back. Work on your it. Until next time, Live It Out Inc. Jessica, I'm mi amiga. Mwah. So next time, see you guys next time on Live It Out Inc.